Hi, welcome to my channel, Cinder Ali Loves Disney. If it's your first time stopping by, hi, my name is Ali. I'm going to be doing the DIY video for the Year of the Ear exchange that I'm in for October for Halloween. And I'm wearing these cute little ears. These are not Year of the Ear, but I thought this would be kind of festive for it. But I didn't know that we were doing a DIY video until later. And so I had already kind of started the process on these ears. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of recap what I've done, and then we'll pick up right where I am as far as in the process and start making these. So let's go. So in just looking at these fabrics and or colors of fabric, I'm curious if at this point you might have any idea of what I'm making. So pause the video now and put in the comments at this point your first thought of what or who you might think it is, and then keep watching. Then you end up with 4 pieces of cardboard like this. I always like to line up my pieces to make sure of how they look, you know, like flip them backwards and forward and make sure that the best ones that line up like this, I put a T on it for top, so I know that this is the side I'm going to put the fabric on as well as stuff. And then so I'll be gluing the fabric over this side and then putting the stuffing inside the fabric. So then I'm taking my fabric here, flipping it upside down, and I have a template. Sorry, I hit the camera. I have a template that you can notice is bigger. So this is the template for tracing fabric, so it'll be a little bit bigger to fit around the ear. So this I use to trace ears, and this I use for the fabrics themselves. So I basically would just line this like this, set this here, and cut some fabric around this way. If it's a type of material that I can like do some kind of tracing on, like either with a pen or a felt marker or something that it won't bleed through, then I will. But I basically will just, in this case, since the fabric is so easy, and it gives real easy and stuff, and it won't really show if I trace on here, I just kind of laid this like this and then cut the fabric out. So something I learned while doing this is, because I was pulling the fabric kind of tight, not super tight, but just tight around the edges, I noticed that it was starting to fray a little bit on the edge, that it was kind of poking through the fabric. So I actually turned around and did the same thing. So I've got 2 layers of fabric on all of these pieces, and I'm going to have like hopefully my goal is to have something on both sides, so kind of reversible. So instead of having both colors show on one side, they're going to look like this on the ear, so that you'll have, you know, both sides, both colors. So now here's where we're caught up to where I am right now. So now I need to put some kind of border to cover the spaces that are in between these, and then make the bow and attach everything together to the headband. So here we go. So I chose 2 different colors for the bow. I couldn't decide on which one because the different costumes that I saw online, they had both of these colors actually in the variations. So I was like, well, gosh, just in case I mess up or I don't know what I'm doing, I've got both. And this is a very satiny type of material, which I've honestly never worked with this or this velvet kind of material before. So this is all new for me. But because this is so thin and would fall everywhere, I'm going to use some felt and put this underneath or inside the bow itself to kind of give it some shape. So that's what we're going to do here. So I want to state that I've never made a bow this way before, and not that I don't feel like I'm confident or whatever, because I mean, I kind of am, but I don't normally make my bows this way, so I'm kind of a little bit nervous about doing it this way, but I think it'll work. So I'm basically going to use this as the bow, and I think if I fold this like this, it kind of makes a nice size and shape bow. So my thought process is to basically glue the fabric around this piece and then shape it and glue it from there. So that's my thought. So let's go ahead and experiment with this. And I do have other felt, leftover felt, so if this doesn't work, I can keep experimenting. So one thing I'm running up against is this fabric, as you saw from earlier, both of these fabrics are fraying so badly. So I kind of have to pin in the sides to kind of glue them together to get all the frayed ends out. So now my plan is to repeat the same process to make this same bow, but in this fabric, so I can do a reversible. And I wish I had kept the felt piece out and cut another one out the exact same size. That was my bad that I didn't do that. So I'm gonna have to kind of gauge it. Maybe I'll try to make it a little bit smaller so it won't be as big of a bow on the other side. We'll see. It's all about the creative process, right? So here, let's go ahead and get started. Had a little bit of difficulty with the bow, so I didn't want to take you all through that because I did a double-sided bow. So now I have some really cute extras that I'm going to be gluing on to the bows. Okay, here is the finished product. It's two-sided. So now let me flip over. This is it. This was the vision I had in mind. I am so pleased with the way it came out. I've never worked with these materials before, this felt and this satin. That's the first time for me. So I'm really proud and excited, and I absolutely cannot wait to see my person open them. I hope she loves them. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to see her reaction. All right, back upstairs after making those ears. Aren't they so cool? I cannot wait until my person opens them. Of course, by the time this video comes out, she already has, and I'll insert a picture or a little video clip of her here. But I'm so excited. I cannot wait for her to get them. If you haven't already done so, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video, and as always, make it a Disney day.